Hey everybody, Dr. Lady J here with another life coaching session. I hope you've been enjoying them, and thank you so much for sharing the videos. I absolutely appreciate it. Now today I want to talk to you about closing the door and turning the page. Or you could say, I'm going to turn the page and close the door, however you want to do it. But that's something that I think we need to talk about. It's a new year. We're still, what are we in, week 2? So we still have time to make some changes in our life. And I think it's important that we reflect and really think about the doors that need to be closed and the pages that need to be turned. How many of you have been keeping something quietly down inside of you? You know, there are doors in your life that you know those doors need to be closed, and for whatever reason we keep those doors open. We always make sure that we have access to those doors because those doors provide safety for us. And whenever we start to venture out and things aren't going quite the way we thought they would go, sometimes it's easy to revert and go back through those doors, and we never turn the page. But this year I want to try something new. I want all of us to try something new. We are going to start turning the page, and I'm going to give you some ways to really begin to work on turning the page so you can close the door. And the more pages you begin to turn, the easier it will become to close the door on certain people, certain places, and certain things. So the first thing that we all have to do in closing these doors is we have to start right here, right where we are. And we have to begin to acknowledge that, you know what? There's some doors in my life that really should be closed because these doors are not bringing me anything but grief. Some of these doors are bringing depression. Some of these doors are bringing anxiety, because who's behind the door? Who's behind that door? What's going on behind that door? So you have to really think about these things. And as you think about the situation, for example, let's say one of the doors that you need to close is the door to the person who always brings negativity into your life. You got to learn how to close that door and turn that off. And you have to ask yourself, why am I still allowing this person to have access to my life? Why am I leaving the door open for this person to just walk right through and enter into my life and disrupt my life, my peace, and my happiness? So start where you are today. Begin writing down on a piece of paper those doors that you know that you need to close. And then I want you to reflect on some things. What will you gain from closing those doors? We used a person who's negative for an example. And so if I close the door on this negative person, what do I gain from it? Well, I can think of some things: peace, happiness, joy, a lot of positive things you gain from closing the door on negativity. Closing the door on places that you know you should not go, or things you should not be a part of. Reflect on it, because when you decide to close that door, you need to ask yourself, as I close this door and I turn the page, how is it going to affect my life in a positive way? Write those things down. And then always be ready for change. You know, in this life, a lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't adapt or adjust to change very well. But as you begin to turn pages and close doors, new things, new and better things are going to open for you, and you're going to have access to even greater things. So you have to take these steps because it will enable you to prepare to accept change whenever it comes on a dime. You can just whoop, okay, yep, I can do that. I can go there. I can be a part of that. And you don't have all of those things holding you back because you've now closed those doors. So make sure you allow yourself, as you're going through this experience in your life, that you also prepare yourself to adjust and be ready to change and not have a problem with it. And lastly, I want you to check in with yourself every single day. Remember a few videos back, I said sometimes you just need to have a private meeting with yourself. Check in with yourself. Look over your notes. Look to see if you're actually accomplishing closing those doors and turning those pages. I promise you, when you do that, you will see life change for the better. Not only will you see life change for the better, guess what? You are going to feel better. I want to read something to you before I close, and this is something that Trent Shelton wrote, and he writes a lot of quotes that are very inspiring and very powerful. And this is what he said. He said, sometimes you just have to turn the page to realize there's more to your book of life than the page you're stuck on. Stop being afraid to move on. Close this chapter of hurt and never reread it. It's time to get what your life deserves and move on from the things that don't deserve you. Don't try to fix what's been broken in your past. Let your future create something better. I love that. I love it. I love it. And I read it over and over because it just inspires me. Let your future create something better. So listen, don't be afraid. Get started on it today. Don't wait. Go through the steps that I just gave to you and begin closing the door and turning the page. And I promise you, your 2023 is going to go a lot better. My name is Dr. Lady J. Please, please, please do share this video. Empower and inspire somebody else. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. It's Friday. Have a great, great day. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye, everybody.